The Callisto Protocol Standard and Deluxe Editions. The Standard Edition of the Callisto Protocol transports players to Callisto in 2320 on December 2nd with the Day 1 edition of the game. The Standard Edition is simply the base version of the game, getting players who just want to play the core action and mutations of the Callisto Protocol into the action without any additional frills and very few add-ons on top of the core game. The Callisto Protocol is one of the most highly anticipated upcoming horror games of 2022. Developer Striking Distance Studios is effectively building a love letter to the original Dead Space, and using the power of new-gen technology to fill the void in the survival horror genre. You'll be fighting to survive in the Callisto Protocol, against the mysteries lurking within the shadows on the dead moon of Jupiter, and with the horrors locked within the walls of the Black Iron Prison. The Callisto Protocol is a gruesome and gory third-person survival horror game with stomach-churning levels of dismemberment, awesome sci-fi locations, and some out-of-this-world weaponry. The Callisto Protocol setting and story. The Callisto Protocol is set in the year 2030, on the dead Jupiter moon of Callisto. Striking Distance Studios has envisioned this location as one of the most hostile, isolated environments in the universe, and one that is constantly looming over Jacob Lee throughout the events of the Callisto Protocol. Jacob Lee is who you'll take control of during the Callisto Protocol, an inmate at the Black Iron Prison on the surface of the dead moon. After a mysterious outbreak throws the moon into chaos, you'll be forced to outrun and survive against bloodthirsty creatures that stalk the station, and unravel the mysteries haunting the United Jupiter Company. Schofield tells us that the story will be told through combat through the cold corridors of the Black Iron Prison, in the environments, both above and below the surface of Callisto, and via cinematics interspersed with all the action. One way we tell the story is through other characters through cinematics, and we have around 45 minutes to an hour of that alone. There's a lot of storytelling in there, in between the tension and the hard stuff, and a very rich story at that. For the PS4 and Xbox One, the Callisto Protocol Standard Edition will set players back $59.99 and get them in the action on December 2nd, while fans playing on the PS5 or Xbox Series X/S will have to pay a little more for the next-gen version, which retails at $69.99. PC players can find the Callisto Protocol on Steam for $59.99, and all players that pre-order the Standard Edition of the game will receive the Retro Prisoner Skins digital customization item, regardless of which platform they purchased the game on. Official description. Set on Jupiter's moon Callisto in the year 2320, the Callisto Protocol is a next-generation take on survival horror. The game challenges players to escape the maximum security Black Iron Prison and uncover its terrifying secrets. A blend of horror, action, and immersive storytelling, the game aims to set a new bar for horror in interactive entertainment. The Callisto Protocol is the debut science fiction title of Striking Distance Studios, founded by the creators of Dead Space and Call of Duty: Advanced Warfare. It will be released on December 2nd, 2022. Development. The Callisto Protocol takes inspiration from a number of sources. One of them is Meteor Down, a science fiction survival game conceptualized by Glenn Schofield. Schofield was wary of the similarities between Meteor Down and Dead Space, but nevertheless pitched it to companies like Google, Microsoft, and PlayStation. Meteor Down was planned to be an entry in the universe of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. The story of Meteor Down involved a cataclysmic meteor impact. Despite the differences in timeframe, there would be Easter eggs referencing PUBG. According to Glenn Schofield, Striking Distance viewed PUBG as a timeline of stories that are connected by themes of survival. A timeline was plotted connecting PUBG to Meteor Down, later renamed the Callisto Protocol. However, the setting was changed to a colonized Callisto in the 24th century. The developers used artificial intelligence inspired by a process called generative design, when designing the game's objects, environments, and characters. By taking human-designed objects and putting them through this AI, the designs were optimized for efficiency. The deluxe edition of the Callisto Protocol also gets players into the game at launch on December 2nd and costs $79.99 for the PS4 and Xbox One versions, with PS5 and Xbox Series X/S players paying $89.99 for the next-gen version of the game. Players purchasing the deluxe edition will also receive the retro prisoner skins for Jacob Lee and his weapons, along with the season pass for the Callisto Protocol, including future DLC that is yet to be announced.